Okay, guys, the Japanese-Canadian internment at pop-off. So essentially the slocan. And so we are essentially segregation. It's a repeat of history. Here's one perfect example. The Japanese Canadians were hardworking, honest people who had committed no crime other than sharing genes with an enemy. Within the internment camps, people survived the hardships of being uprooted, of having their property sold at bargain basement prices, their bank accounts frozen, and we all know which is going on right now, and every right of the citizen suspended. So because these citizens happen to be Japanese, and World War II, Japan was on the side, with Germany, they all of a sudden have no rights and they take their land. Where is this deja vu, right? Let's go back at it. 1941.
That's when it started, and then they became the enemies.
23,202 Japanese Canadians became enemies in coastal British Columbia and must register with government. Like, it's going on right now. They're doing this right now with the vaxxed and unvaxxed.
So their properties and possessions are sold and confiscated, and they were sent to the ghost towns of BC. So Slocan is considered a ghost town.
They used to be a ghost town, yeah. Well, now it's just, yeah, exactly. Send them out in the Kootenays and just put them out there, take their land, take their money.
Force them to live in these tiny little shacks.
Yeah, and we looked at those. See, I was at this thing yesterday, and I never got the story on it.
So it wasn't until 1946 that this particular one here was dismantled. So 1941 all the way until 46.
The pop-off one.
This was still...
Where is it? You mean out there?
This whole land right here. And that's what this sign is showing us, is remembering our real
history. Is where it used to be their internment camp.
And so right here, so see, this is where we are right now.
Oh my, look at, we're looking back from the river. We're looking this way.
River is right here. We're standing right here.
Yeah.
So
the river is just, you can see some overflow of the water right there. Wow. This is super interesting.
Right, and so it was 96 big, small houses.
Okay. So this right now, this is like Australia with the quarantine camps, guys. There's quarantine camps. If you don't abide by the government, they'll lock you up and put you in these camps. Doesn't matter if any of it makes sense about whether you had this or not, because it doesn't do anything. And they've already admitted, Google just changed their policy in the C19 misinformation. If you read through there, before you couldn't say that this would not stop transmission. And now it says that you cannot say that this doesn't stop transmission. They just completely did a 180. It's insane. It's go into the Google, go into YouTube, and then under that C19 misinformation at. And this is how it destroyed my channels right in the past. And now, so they made one swap on that one fact, but you still can't say a lot of words. And this is just it. The segregation. They segregated the Japanese. It's politicians are doing war, guys. It's corporations, and they just feed propaganda. Oh, all of a sudden the Japanese people are bad. All of a sudden, oh, the people that didn't get the injection are bad, and we're gonna take your land because you're the fringe minority. Like, this is exactly going around in circles, and this is an exact example. The Japanese were made to be the boogeyman, and we're gonna take your shit. It's just super upsetting that this stuff is happening then and now again. Anyways, this is Marcel. Any final words?
I guess just getting back to the land and remembering how to grow. See right here, it says essential fresh vegetables. So growing in community. So the Doukhobors, which are actually people who left Russia back then, actually helped bring vegetables to the Japanese who were here. So it's about community and growing food and just compassion.
Yeah, and so they start doing schools. I mean, here's the picture in the winter.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, cold out here. How cold does it get out here in the Slocan in the worst winter, or the worst week? Super. Like -20 averages?
-20, and especially back then. Like, it's warmed up, of course, with climate change and stuff, but we don't have the snow.
Well, there's a lot of cycles. The Earth's been here a long time.
Yeah.
Just in your recent time, you're thinking, but okay. Anyways, guys. News on the rail trail. On the rail trail, guys. Peace.